Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the TOEFL and how was my experience with it. So if you want to know if I can apply for an Ivy League university, please stay until the end. And if you like the content that I'm creating, please like and subscribe. What is TOEFL? TOEFL is an exam that will measure your skills to be able to go to an institution that just have the English language as the primary language. The exam is 100% focused in academic situations. So you are going to find scientific articles, you are going to find situations that could happen to you as a student in an institution, for example, like looking for a book in a library or looking for a room within the college. The TOEFL that I took was the TOEFL IBT. This TOEFL I took it at home, very easy for me. The only problem is that the check for the security of the exam is very hard. They check your hands, they check your legs, they even check your ears and your desk. You can't have anything in your desk. Even the piece of paper that during the training they always told me that I had to have to be able to take some notes. But it's not allowed. Neither a mouse that I had that day, an inalambric mouse, no. Just the computer that you are going to use for the TOEFL. That's it. The issue with the piece of paper, the little blank piece of paper, is that I got used to it during my training when I was studying for the TOEFL. So I will recommend you guys that always practice the listening without the taking notes. Memorize and pay a lot of attention during the listening part. TOEFL IBT evaluates 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Writing, listening, and reading take around 30 minutes, while speaking just take around 15 minutes. Honestly, the reading in the preparation test is very simple. I think it's more simple than the actual TOEFL, because, for example, for me in the TOEFL, in the real TOEFL IBT, reading was very challenging. Even though I think I got a very good score, it was challenging for me because it has an article about geology, and I never read in my life anything about geology. So there was a lot of concepts that I never heard in my life. Even though, I would recommend you guys, if you want to have a good score in this part of the TOEFL in the reading, please read a lot of scientific articles. It doesn't matter what kind of science. Don't look for a specific science. Just be very open to different kind of science. So let's talk about cost. I paid $255 for the TOEFL, but which I think is very expensive, because I used to hear that back in Colombia it was just $60, because it could probably be because it's other kind of TOEFL, or it could probably be because it was 5 years ago. I also bought a book there in the same webpage of the TOEFL webpage, and I bought a practice test. So the total for the book and the practice test was $72, and I think that was super helpful for me. Not just for the TOEFL, also in the real life. I learned a lot of contests and a lot of different words that I never use in real life, because again, all the TOEFL is 100% academic, and there was different kind of science that I never read about because I was not interested. Where to study? Currently there is a lot of institutions, applications where you can find a teacher that can teach you about the TOEFL and etc. But in my case, I am more I like to learn by myself. So I just bought a book, and I opened WhatsApp, because I was in a Facebook web page where other people around the world was studying for the TOEFL. So I told them to create a WhatsApp, and we create this WhatsApp where we share a lot of ideas to learn how to pass the TOEFL, and also a lot of materials. And yeah, so I use those materials, and I study by myself. But for sure, if you are that kind of person that learn better being around people, for sure for you the idea is like go to a college, go to an institution, or probably look for a teacher that can teach you listening. The listening is something that you can study by yourself. You have to listen other people. So I was looking for different like tools in YouTube or in Spotify, listening the whole time, like academic things. Also, speaking is something that you can practice by yourself. So I paid a teacher to work with my accent. As you can tell, I have a very thick accent because I'm Hispanic. But yeah, I paid this teacher. She was very good. I'm very thankful for her. Even though my accent didn't improve a lot, but I learned to like realize that I was making a lot of mistakes, especially because the vowels, we pronounce the vowels different as you guys, or here in America, the English speakers pronounce the vowels. So it's totally different. I didn't realize it before. Oh yeah, I wasn't consciously about that issue that I had, and now I am conscious. I am trying to change it. It's hard though, because it's like something that you have been doing forever. But yeah, so that was part of my training to like improve for the TOEFL exam. So let's talk about scores. So the score in the TOEFL, it has two different ways. It could be the total, or it could be also this way where they show us the score for every skill. For example, reading, the maximum score of the advanced, score to be advanced in reading is between 24 to 30. The score to be advanced in listening is 22 to 30. While speaking advanced is 25 to 30. It's the score that you have to get to be able to go to a university in the United States. So the score that usually most of the universities are asking for right now is about 70, the total score for IBT. But the Ivy League, that are the top level education universities, such as Harvard, MIT, or Yale, those universities are going to ask for more than 100 of the total of the score. But don't worry, don't feel bad if your score is no more than 100, because the good thing is the universities are not going to focus just in TOEFL. So if you have a good essay or a good interview with them, that's going to give you more points for the university, and it's going to make up the problem that you had with the TOEFL. Let's talk about my score. How was my performance in TOEFL? So let's check. This is my score in TOEFL. This was my total, and this is the individual one. That means for every skill. The best skill was listening, and the worst one was writing. This we could say like this is like, I don't remember. This is advanced, and or probably like high intermediate. So writing is it was a very difficult one for me, but let's check this. Oh, and the total 87. So 87 is like no out of this work, no like wow, but this is still good. I can still go to like a regular university in the United States. Obviously, if I want to go to an Ivy League, I will have to do more in other part of the process of the the recruitment process for the university. But what is this? My best score. This is a benefit. It's a benefit that the TOEFL give to the people that take TOEFL more than once. So far, I haven't taken. I just took it once. But if you had taken more than once, this will be great for you. Why? Because this is going to like sum all the scores from whatever times that you have made it. So for example, if you take it more than 3 times, more than 2 times, this will take the best scores for every skill, and it's going to make the total, and that's great. Why? Because for example, me, this is my first. In the case that I want to take it again, and work very, very hard in writing, I'm focusing writing and get a 30, for example, if I get a 30, this is going to go here now because it's going to be the best score, and my best score for writing in that case is I take it again and I study more for writing and improve to 30. So the score that is going to be here is not 17 anymore, it's going to be 30 now, and that is going to make this total score, this total score going up. So that's wonderful. Yeah, because that's going to give you guys more options to be able to go to the school that you want to go. Thank you guys for watching the video until the end. So as you already know, please, if you want to support this channel and if you want this channel to grow up and produce more content like this, please subscribe and like.